Who remembers the entrance hymn for this morning? The song we started the mass with. Yeah. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. That is the song. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. And how can the Lord open our eyes? In what ways can the Lord open our eyes? How? How can the Lord open your eyes? Can the Lord use your mom and your dad to open your eyes? And who else can be used to open your eyes so you can see him, apart from your mom and your dad? The principle. Yeah. Lord can use the principle to open your eyes. And who else? Him. Right? So the Lord can use your teachers, the principals, your mom, your dad, and all people entrusted to your care to open your eyes, drawing you near to Him. As we are already gathered here through the instrumentals of these verses, the Lord keep opening the eyes of our minds. And we thank the two kids who did the reading. That was wonderful. And we say, today we begin a study of the book of Job, one of the wisdom literature books, and a very significant book if you really want to understand the problem of evil or theodicy, the justice of God. We have all known sufferings and pains, even death, sometimes unexplainable. And if you really want to understand the justice or the problem of evil, this week we will be reading from the book of Job. We dive into the divine providence for the permissive will of God and the meaning of sufferings and pains when they happen in our life. So I invite you, while we are going through the book of Job this week, to try to follow and meditate along. It will be helpful not only to you, but also to understand the universe in general, and when things are going wrong around us, and where is God in the midst of our sufferings. We say that at the end of reading today. Stunningly, Job said, the Lord has given and He has taken. Naked I came to this world, or naked I come to this world, and so I will go. To Him the glory, entrusting everything to the divine providence of God. And for the gospel, we see the disciples loving who is the greatest, as it is with us today. We all desire to be in a position of privilege, or even to aspire to be the greatest in our class or in our office or school or college. But then the Lord invites us to take on the community of children who at that time and even now are in the list of those that we consider. But that community we see in Christ Himself. Paul's letter to the Philippians 2 tells us, though He is in the form of God, He humbled Himself. Sometimes life can place us in a position of privilege, and we do not have to hold on to that. As St. Paul will tell us in his first letter to the Corinthians 4, verse 7, what have you that was not given to you? Everything we have is given to us. All good gifts around us are from heaven. And if we have received them from heaven, from God, then why should we go on to boast? Life can bless us to be anywhere, but in all of that, to take on that community of children, those who rely on God's love and mercy to lead them on. Christ came to serve and not to be served. We ask for His grace in this Mass to go on to humble ourselves, which is the mother of all virtues, humility. May these words of the Scripture in all its fullness find a home in our hearts. requires our people.